Okay, the version of the internet that so many people have already learned how to win on, it's dying. And if you're playing by the old rules, you're about to feel it. For the first time in years, especially with the launch of vertical platforms and all the advanced algorithms, creators don't necessarily have to fit into a singular box anymore, and platforms are rewarding it. And what I mean for years is there's been this general idea that if you don't tie yourself down to one specific niche immediately, or one platform or one persona, that you're just screwed. The thing is, everything's changing. The internet isn't asking who you are anymore. It's asking how real you're willing to be. We've all seen over the last few years, more and more creators get rewarded for being less scripted, over polished, well produced, and just being more raw and authentic and relatable. As to where before, if you weren't sticking with one thing or weren't optimizing your videos to be like go, 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 attention span, sit your fucking viewers down through some ads. If you didn't do that before, it was like career suicide in content creation. And truth be told, I think that's why I've had such a crash out these last couple years, like struggling so hard to find out what I'm supposed to be when all these algorithms would pull and push you in different directions. One of my biggest goals as a creator has been able to just across all platforms be the same person that makes skits or gives informative, helpful videos like this to people, but then also can turn around and play some games on stream to the community. And as so many of us have studied and stressed the algorithms, it just puts so much pressure to where you didn't feel like you had the freedom to do that. Maybe I'm being a little cynical, but that just sounds like shit to me. This idea that like you can't have fun showing multiple aspects of your life, like getting creative in multiple ways and sharing that side of your creativity. Like I think it's so dumb over the years that we've written this rule or law that I can't make a video talking about current trends and topics and things going on, but then also share a funny gaming clip, because that would just ruin my algorithm and the metadata of my channels. God, that shit sounds so fucking stupid. But over the last couple of years, I've mentioned this in a few videos, we've been seeing it here on YouTube, for example. More raw, authentic creators come out and just absolutely blow up. No over editing, long videos, just them being them. And then what I've noticed over the last few months as I've been playing Battlefield and streaming that and just kind of making random update shit around the house is like a lot of it's changing, not just YouTube. Even some creators that I follow on Instagram, for example, some dope fitness influencers, I've seen them move into the space where they've given financial advice and other things that they also have a background in. And what do you know? Like people are actually interested to see more of that side of them. In the last year, we've been seeing that on YouTube as well. Like podcasts, talking head videos with people just sharing their raw thoughts. I mean, fuck, Boys Critical just won Content Creator of the Year. The dude just has his own personality, sits down in front of a camera, just yaps about some shit. There's no fancy editing or jump cuts or pauses. We're just seeing more and more messy content do well, which is so sick, because over the last year, I've been able to find out so much more about creators around me, creators that I've followed, like finding out certain musicians or athletes or photographers are also into Battlefield as well. It's sick. Or tech lifestyle creators posting more fitness. We've been seeing my boy Jayhawk do that over the last year. Streamers turning into educators and commentators and storytellers. It just feels like moving into 2026, it's the end of like creators having to pick one lane and just sticking with it. And more so just seeing an entire roadmap, which is huge and encouraging, because that means so many people are gonna have an opportunity to break out this year. And I can't tell you how fucking pumped I am about that. I'm just so over having to tell new creators the advice is like, niche down, you know, pick the one thing that you know you're gonna wanna do in 5 years. Like, how dog shit is that? Like, hey dude, even though you don't have a following yet and you don't know what you're gonna enjoy in 5 years, what you're gonna wanna challenge yourself with in 5 years, but pick one specific thing, just one thing, and be super creative with it every single day for the next 5 years. That just sounds so boring. Dude. At the end of the day, algorithms have gotten so good at this point to feeding content to the right viewer at the right time. It gives you so much of that freedom. Like, instead of just trying to go viral in something over and over and over again, it's more about the watch time, the returning viewers, the community interaction. And when you start doing different things on one platform and more people show up on average, it just encourages them to push you more. It's like the current biggest advantage anybody has isn't the tech, the gear, the editing, the knowledge to do things, but just the ability to be a fucking human being. And man, I have been fucking struggling with that for a while now. That's all I've ever wanted to do. For years, I just had so many conversations with so many creators, and I know how the game is played. Like, I've known the rules for a while now. I've helped so many creators and channels out there with a lot of their back end stuff. And I've always been so good at knowing how to tell somebody or educate somebody or help somebody or get paid to help somebody do the thing that has made sense for years. But as you can clearly tell, I suck at it because I just hate that idea. I hate the idea of trying to grow a following in something and trying to hide off a whole entire side of me. And like, sure, there's ways to like sprinkle it in and like show a little bit of that, but like, fuck that, dude. I've never been a fan of the stereotype of one thing versus another thing. Like, the reality is I'm somebody who collects sneakers, but also wears fucking cowboy boots. I'm somebody who plays video games for a living, technically, but also too, I push the idea that you shouldn't just be sitting on your ass all the time. You should be challenging yourself. You should be moving and being active. I'm a content creator who posts on social media, but I hate social media. Like, dude, I love cameras and guns and gaming and this health journey that I've been on. I love time with my family and my friends, and these are all things I want to share. So needless to say, it's been exciting times. I've been having a lot of fun over the last few months, just being me, dude. Just tuning in every day, kind of going against the grain and just doing my thing. I was just talking to a couple different guys about this recently, how, like, for example, on Instagram, I've been having so much fun over there. I'll make like a video talking about some advice like this, or a gaming highlight, or a skit. And the fact that I can share on my social media platform multiple versions of who I am, things I joke about, things I like to talk about, and they all can do well. Dude, that is so sick. Just a little closing thought with this and some confidence for some of you guys coming into 2026. I don't think the next creators who win aren't gonna be the ones that it's like, you gotta adapt the fastest, you gotta figure it out, you gotta be like, go, 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 and go hard on something. I really believe in 2026, it's gonna be the people who stop pretending. The best advice I could give anybody is stop overstressing shit, stop overanalyzing, stop paying attention to the vanity metrics, you know, things like subscribers and followers. They just don't mean shit anymore. What really matters is you showing up and being proud of the work that you would put out there, because you know it relates to you are 100%. I would be lying if I said I wasn't embarrassed about some of the things that I put out over the last couple of years, and the idea of chasing this need to be a full-time creator and like have their thing. That's the great thing about all this shit, man. It's live and learn. You have all the power in your hands to do whatever the fuck you want to do. It's called content creation for a reason. You're not confined to something. You can try some things out, completely fail at them, and learn from them. If I never evolved from any of this, I'd still be making Call of Duty trick shot videos 15 years later. But fast forward, I have all these experiences and all these ups and downs, these failures and these epic fucking moments in things like graphic design, videography, photography, streaming, making skits, doing educational videos, helping other creators, working with brands, or uplifting other people to do something big behind the scenes in the industry. Regardless of where I am now and where I'll be in 6 months, I take a lot of pride in just everything that I've learned and I've accomplished. And that has come from the fact that I try new things. And that's what I really encourage a lot of you guys and gals to do moving into 2026 is just try some shit out, man. Get in the routine where you get excited to make the upload. You get excited to post the thing because it represents who you are to the core. I guarantee if you do that in 2026, you'll do some big things. That's all I got for you guys today. I'm out. Peace. Doses.